Step 10. We need to apply bullets to this particular list. Ensure that the bullets are indented by 2.5 centimeters from the left margin. There is a single line spacing with no space between the lines, but there is a 9-point space after the last line. So let's select our particular text and move towards the bullets. And we need to have a 2.5 spacing, so it should come somewhere around here. So let's click on our paragraph dialog box and give a left indentation of 2.5 centimeters. And our space after should be 9 points. And let's check this and ensure that the space between the bullets will not be there, but there will be a 9 points space after the last bullet. Okay, step 11. Let's identify the 6 subheadings and apply the subhead style to each one of them. So we need to be able to select each of these 6 subheadings and apply the style that has been given to us. So let's open up the style gallery and click on the subhead and do this for all of the 6 subheadings and select the remaining. And apply the subhead style. So we have done the format for the subheads. Next step is to locate the table and apply the RW table style. So let's select the table and apply the table style to it. Okay. Now we need to delete the entire row for this containing this particular text. So let's just search for it. So here we have it, novice pairs, and we need to delete the entire row. So we can go ahead and delete off the entire row. Okay, now we need to edit the table so that it looks like this. So the first row is merged and the data entry is in the center. So let's go ahead and give border to this entire table as shown in the question paper. So it makes it easier for us to select. And let's select this entire row and merge it. So go to the layout tab and merge the row and let's make it towards the center. Then we can see that this row, this column and this particular column have the text in the center. So we'll just select these 2 columns and make the alignment towards the center. And we can also see that this is a merged cell. So let's go ahead and select these 2 and merge them. And I guess that's about it for the merging part. Okay. Now we can see that the first column needs to be center aligned, so vertically. So let's select this and make it center aligned. Okay, so that is done, and we need to ensure that the whole table fits within the column width. So let's move it towards the column width itself and select this part also and fit it within the column width. Now let's take a look and see whether it matches. So we have the borders and we have the text. Okay, so this part needs to go up a bit. Okay, and if you notice, there is a row here that needs to be merged. So we'll select these 2 rows and merge it. and reduce the spacing that is there in the other rows. Okay, now let's take a look. Format only the first row, so it has a 14-point white sans serif font which is bold, italics and with a black background. So let's select the first row and change this to a sans serif font of 14 points, and the enhancement is bold and italics, and the text color is going to be white, and the background color of this entire text is going to be white, black in color. And let's make this cell to be black in color. Okay, so that is done. Now let's take a look. Make sure that the table borders and all the data fit within the column width. There is no word split where the text is wrapped in column 4. So let's take a look at column 4. Yes, our table is fitting within the column width, and in the 4th column there should be no words that are split. So it looks compact. All internal and external grid lines are displayed, and there is a 9-point space after the table. So we can select this part and we can add the spacing if it is not being displayed. Let's go to the line spacing options. Okay, so we can notice over here, and we can go ahead and add the line spacing option if it is not already added. And now once we have checked the line spacing is 9 points, we can go ahead and add the space before the paragraph so that it displays the 9 points just after the table. Now next is to spell check and proofread the table, the entire document. Make sure that the list and the tables are not split over columns or over any particular page. So from the beginning itself we can cross check. Let's just close this. Cross check the entire document to see if the styles have been correctly applied. Now in this document already the body text had the styles applied, but anyways we need to go through the entire document, and as there are times when you have applied the text or the style, but in certain paragraphs the style does not get applied correctly. So cross check again the entire document, check the spacing, check if the styles have all been applied correctly, check if you have any widows or orphans, check before the table and after the table. And once you're satisfied, go ahead and print the document. And once you have received the document, make sure that before you print you have your name and center number, candidate number on all your pages of the printout. Once you receive the printout, also cross check to make sure that the document is according to the question. You can check on widows and orphans by opening up the paragraph settings and checking the line and page breaks if your widow and orphan control has been set. You can also spell check and proofread by going to the review tab and clicking on spelling and grammar and go through the suggestions that is being made and correct any spelling and grammatical errors that can come. Once you're done, go ahead and save your document using the same file name and format used in step 1. Print the document and ensure once again that the document meets the all the specifications that are mentioned in this particular paper.